Well,
Yes.
just wait.
Okay, do we have a motion? Mary Beth?
Well, do you want to say that first?
Okay.
Just, when you make your motion, or when you vote, give the reason why you're voting the way you are if you're declining it.
Oh, okay.
Give the
I don't have to
reason.
put it in my recommendation, or I can?
Don't.
Don't.
We'll
Just
just
make a
take
motion.
a yes or a no, and then
each
why
person
you're
says why they're
We'll
voting.
poll
voting the
everybody.
way you are if
Okay.
you're declining.
Okay, I recommend I recommend that this plan commission recommends to the board to decline a rezoning.
Hang on.
Ah,
It's unbelievable. Somehow the fates do not want us to do this. Say it again, state your motion again, please.
I am Mary Beth Matai, and I am stating that I believe, or I am moving that we, as a plan commission, recommend to the board to decline a change in zoning for the property, where is it? What do I say?
Lot 105.
Lot 105, Summers Landing, 6th edition.
There's a motion on the floor. Is there a second?
I will second.
We have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, we'll take a roll call vote. Keep in mind, if you vote no, please just give a reason. Roll call.
Felland? I hate to do that to you first.
Yeah, nice first night.
We love
Do
you.
we want,
Come on
do you
back.
want us to come back to you, or?
No, I'll vote no.
Let me, if I may, I do need a clarification.
Yeah, you do.
A no
Means-
is against your
Right.
motion.
Yes.
I understand that.
Okay, so do we want to restate the motion?
I guess the best way to say it is, do you want to rezone this property, yes or no?
It wasn't the motion.
I know it wasn't the motion.
Yeah, so
We're trying to get
I
a
need to get
clarification.
it
We want to do
clear.
it right.
You don't want a double negative.
We don't want a double negative.
Okay. I'll vote to rezone. Now, have to explain why,
No.
because.
Not if you're a yes vote, only if you're a no vote, correct?
Correct.
That's what I was told.
But wait a minute, is he
But
changing
here-
the motion?
No, you can't have a double negative. It's the right.
Wait a minute, I have the original
Let's read-
motion. I better restate my original motion.
No, you can't. It's
Start-
been seconded.
Oh, well, then you have to go with my negative.
We don't want a negative.
Well, no, I don't have a double negative. I said, we recommend to decline. That's an action, that's not a negative.
But the whole purpose of explaining your
No,
vote
he
against.
said, no, he does not go
Mr.
with
Score?
my, he doesn't go
Ruling
with my
from the-
motion. He's rejecting my motion, that's fine. It's an active, decline. He said, no, I don't want to decline.
Okay, we can do it that way, but then if you vote yes, you have to explain why, right?
Right, that's right. If you
Is
vote to
it is it on the
support the
motion or is it on the rejecting the?
Doesn't make any sense.
Yes, it does. If
You
you
never
vote
wanna get
yes,
a
Why don't
double
you
negative.
just say it for both, and then you don't have to worry about it?
You can amend, do a friendly amendment to the
I believe
motion,
so.
correct? Maybe we can.
Right. I will offer a friendly amendment
go ahead.
to change your motion so that a yes vote is in favor of rezoning from C2 to C3 on the property of lot 105 Summers Landing, 6th edition, and a no vote is to not recommend rezoning to the board.
Okay, have you figured out how to do that?
Yes, I just made a friendly amendment, and if somebody will second it, we'll vote on it.
Yeah, but don't you have to state it? So
I
it
did.
makes,
I just stated it. My friendly amendment is, we will reword your motion.
I know, reword it for
Oh,
me.
I'm sorry.
That's
Is
what
that
I'm asking
you
you to do. How are you rewording it so I can
Okay,
say
that was
if I
the
agree?
explanation. So
That
now
was
the
the explanation.
rewording of
What's
the
the reword?
motion
I gotta
is,
do the minutes to all this.
that's why we run out of tape up here.
Okay,
Okay, so I recommend that your motion say, I move that the Plan Commission recommend to the village board that we rezone the property at lot 105, Summers Landing, 6th edition, from C2 to C3.
I can't do that because that's not what I moved.
No, that's not your vote, though.
No,
But then you vote
but then
no.
I don't want to be the person who authors that vote, because that's totally contrary to what I want to move. So I reject that family.
Well, did someone second my friendly amendment?
This is ridiculous.
No one?
What?
It
How
dies.
about if we do this?
Okay, my friendly
we have-
amendment died with lack of a second. Yes?
I vote we recommend rezoning.
That's how we do it then.
Is that okay? And then when do you want an explanation? Do you know why we have to only give a reason one way and not the other?
Well, I guess if the applicant wants to come back, he knows why it was voted down and
Well,
what.
then he can do it
you
with a
know.
yes.
I
You-
can
And
do it either
besides, you
way.
can't.
I don't know, Brian Ward isn't here.
I know, but I was just gonna
This
say,
is
you
what-
can't, my motion's been
Okay,
seconded.
this
Yes,
is
it has.
ridiculous. We need to get
That's
organized.
fine, let's get it right the first time.
Yep.
Okay,
Let's just do it.
give a reason about, if you're not in favor of rezoning, give a reason why for the applicant's benefit.
So you can say yes and then give your reason.
No, your thing was not to rezone. He agrees with you. No, wait,
No,
oh, you didn't, you
it
voted for it. See why it's confusing with no negative?
Doesn't have a double
I don't
negative.
have a double negative. I say decline. I'm recommending to decline. He's saying, no, he doesn't recommend to decline, so he needs,
No, he does not need to explain.
He doesn't need to explain. Only the yeses do.
That's correct.
Okay, but my motion is seconded, and we can just go
Yep,
with it.
we'll continue the voting then. So state your vote again. On the record.
I vote no.
I vote yes.
Do you have a reason?
I think our comprehensive plan was to develop more of a downtown business district than just one particular business. And I'm sensitive to not my particular piece of property, because I stated before, it's just a rental property. I'm not concerned about that, because but I'm concerned about the residences around that who assumed under the purchase of a property that it was zoned, two, class 2 or whatever it is, zone, and didn't expect it to be changed to 3.
Okay. Who's up?
Paul?
I work hard and I understand when I go home that I'm a totally different person. When I'm at work, I'm entertaining, fun, and I like my job. When I go home, I want to be with my wife and kids. These people who have bought property around this, people that just moved here, the people with their 3-week-old, that's the reason I have to vote yes. I can't, I have to do what's right. I can't allow it to happen. Yes.
Jean? Schneider?
I think I would have to vote yes at this time. And I'm not convinced by the residents that ranted and raved about trucks 24 hours. I just want to know what kind of building is going to be there and not a big box store. And that's my decision. I think a grocery store needs to be in this community, and I want it to be here. And whether it be on that space or we find some other space. But I would like a grocery store. I don't commute to work, so I would really like one. When I need a green pepper, I don't want to go to County Market. I would like to save my gasoline because it is very expensive and it's also polluting the air you're breathing. So think about that with all the commuting. So at some time, I would change my mind. I'm just not sure that this concept is the one I would go with. And I know I'm not voting on a concept, but I am because I can't separate the two. That's it.
Me? I vote yes, and I vote yes because I don't think we can move from, all the way from a conservancy commitment of zoning all the way to C3, and still retain any trust in us as a plan commission. I also believe that that the concept of what we would like as a village for growth, which I'm with Jean, I'd love to have a little grocery store. I don't think if we're looking for a chain store or whatever, I have to go on what he planned to do, and I just don't think it would fit with the small town feel that was part of our thing, and I don't, so that's why. And all the other reasons stated before.
Miser.
Technically, I don't need to vote because there's already a majority.
But that would be courageous.
That would be cowardly. I'm very pro-growth. We don't have enough, I read the numbers from the book, that we only have 1%, 1.5% of our land dedicated to commercial entities. As you heard all of us say, there's a lot of good reasons and bad reasons both ways. At this time, I'm voting yes. My biggest concern is, and I've agreed with the last two members, is the change from conservancy to C2 to C3. That's quite a leap. And really, and I know it's tough for the developer to have all the information ahead if you don't know if the zoning is going to go. But right now, we have a picture. And I just feel uncomfortable with changing that land to a C3 that may or may not happen this way. I also agree that we need the store somewhere in this village. So, even though I voted yes, I gave an explanation. Did you count the votes?
Because yeah, and also three-side residential can you add to mine? Because that's part of the definition. Yeah. Three-side residential is part of C2, so.
Okay.
In harmony with.
Okay, so, all members have voted.
Five yeses and one no.
Yes.
Okay, so the vote is 5 yes, 1 no.
Conservative.
This plan commission will recommend to the village board that we do not change the property. We do not rezone the property at lot 105, Summers Landing 6th edition from C2 to C3.
I really don't appreciate all that clapping. This isn't just about you guys, it's about the whole village. And you got your way. Oh, wow. Are you gonna come the next time there's a problem and somebody else has something in their backyard?
Yes.
I hope so, because nobody showed up
See you.
before.
We'll see you again, thank you.
We will still be bringing you plans for that building on that lot in C2.
I'm sorry, Mr. I didn't hear you.
It's every,
We'll be bringing you plans for that building on that lot in C2. So they're gonna get the same thing, but they'll get all different.
I understand. Thank you.
thank you.
Oh, we're gonna take a 5-minute break.
We're not done.
No,
Well,
hours ahead of us yet.
no, we don't.
Oh, yeah.
5-minute break is over. We're back in session at 9:29.
For years, I never knew.
No, let's just do routine business. We'll just see if, Donna, do you have any routine business?
No.
Mary Beth had one quick question.
Actually,
Okay,
the man who talked first for Mr. Hanson, Bill?
Mr. Radozovich, yes?
Mr. Radozovich asked for anything we have on design from our plan, if we could get to him anything about where the small town character and the design vision that we're supposed to put into more specific thing, but to give him where our vision is. What? Why are you pointing to him?
Thought he had the idea.
He had the idea? Good.
Okay.
Anyway, so he asked for that. So if we could get that to him.
Is that something we have in here?
We have the small town character that we wanted to maintain, anyway.
Patrick, do you have a comment on that?
You have some general ideas under community character.
Yes,
That's
that's
part
right.
of your implementation, short term. In case you have your plan, it's page 15.5.
Yep,
The bottom short-term recommendation under economic situation is create recommendations, guidelines for landscaping, parking, and architecture that would apply to a village center or other development in the village.
And I think that's a chapter that he'd want to see what direction we're going, but we need to get that done.
But it says we need to do that. As a plan commission, we're probably the group to do that.
I think maybe it would be good
It's
to get the
planning.
blessing from the board to work on that.
Okay,
So you may want to ask the board if they would like.
I'll
you.
ask them at the next meeting.
But I mean, it is
That's-
our,
Patrick's gonna come back to our meetings.
yes, we will need help.
Is that part of your services as the village engineer, or is that something that
No,
the
I'm
board
a
would have to
planner.
authorize?
I'm not
But
an
that's
engineer,
what
but
we
thank
need.
you. Thank you, I should be getting a pay raise soon.
Patrick, that is planning. Can't you help us on that?
Yes, that is planning, yes. No,
Okay,
I
I'll-
think Mike was referring to he called
The
it
commercial
engineer.
aspects of it, yes.
Yes.
I'll check with the board.
Would you pass this
Well, and we
down
may
to
need help from,
Tom, please.
signature?
we may need help from Patrick.
Okay, we'll consider that. What's your second thing?
That we start on that immediately. That was,
That's the same thing.
well, yeah, and that we get Patrick's help, because
Okay.
we need to find out what other villages are doing.
Right now.
Donna,
No, I-
Donna or I will ask
Not tonight.
Larry about it and see what we are allowed to do
Well, and the reason for that.
and how we can do this.
And the reason I would like to add as a comment for the board is when people come to us with these things, we have no tools to deal with meeting our plans goals, small town feel and everything else, if we have no design standards. And
You're
that's-
right. This is the first person that asked for something under our new comprehensive plan,
Well,
so
And we
Well-
don't have anything.
Well, no, and last time this came up, we ended the meeting saying, we need those design standards, because we're stuck, again, we can't do anything. You know, like, how much parking, how much this, it's just such a dull instrument we have, and that's why towns like Stillwater and others can make their places look great, because they have those standards.
okay, thank you. Any other routine business?
Sir, I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
There's a motion on the floor for adjournment. Seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? None? Meeting's
I wanted to welcome you to our group,
9:33.
because I think it's wonderful you're here, thank you.
Good seeing you.